Okay mga kamads, mga kaibigan, welcome back to another TVJ, Pepsi Paloma and Daryl Yap. Hey! Teka lang, nawala. Yun. So, ngayon po, parang masasabi ko na sinasabi na ni Daryl Yap yung rationale niya kung bakit niya ginawa yung pelikula. Pero medyo parang damage control na rin siya in a way. Just like what I said beyond awareness, I want the audience to walk away with life lessons about courage, accountability, and the consequence of silence. Ooh. Stories like Pepsi's are not just meant to be heard, they are meant to be provoke, thought, inspire, and change, and remind us that some voices, even silence, still deserve to be heard. The R-worders of Pepsi Paloma, hashtag TROOPP, ayan nga yung ano niya, pelikula niya. And si Red Bustamante na from child star ay naging, well, masasabi nating sexy star in this film. Kasi nga, she will depict yung isa sa mga sexy star of the 90s na si of the early 80s na si Pepsi Paloma. Now, going down the comment section, nabasa ko to. Sabi ganon, direct just curious po, did you consult with the trio before writing the script? If only to eliminate any doubts of bias. Ang sabi ni Daryl Yap, I did not, sorry. Oh! Ngayon po kasi merong kumakalat na mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo yung parang agitated na Tito Soto about dito sa Pepsi Paloma case na to. Alam nyo kasi ako eto sino ang source mo? Wala tapos hihingi ka ng apology kay Vic Soto, damage has been done. Tapos itutuloy mo pa rin yung pelikula, epokrito ka pala, handa mo na sarili mo, malapit ka na makulong at mademanda. Mademanda lang muna. Matagal pa yung kulong. Pero sana i-explain niya din yung resources niya or kung saan yung ni-research niya dito. Kasi very important kasi yung pagtatanungan mo or base ba sa legal documents, yung iyong mga sinabi or galing lang sa news clipping. Kasi from what I understand dito sa storya ni Pepsi Paloma, iba-ibang, kunyari ang Philippine Star, nagkaroon sila ng retraction sa sinabi nila. And then yung ibang tabloids naman, iba-iba din yung storya. My point here is that kung ako sa inyo, bago kayo maniwala sa kahit anong istorya dito kay Pepsi Paloma, number one is tignan nyo yung nangyari sa korte. Kasi yun is well documented yun and legal documents yun as well. And then after that, tignan nyo kung sino yung mga nakakasalumuhan ni Pepsi nung nabubuhay pa siya, which is ang dalawang kaibigan niya, yung Soft Drinks Beauties, and apparently, yung dalawang older actress na si Charito Solis and si Guada. Kailangan kasi patas ka sa mga ganitong klaseng bagay dahil of course, it will harm the reputation of anyone kapag hindi ka naging fair. And unfortunately, kailangan sabihin ni Daryl kung saan galing yung source material niya. Nabasa natin na hindi naman niya pala pinagtanungan ang TVJ about sa sitwasyon noon kasi sila yung nasa gitna noon eh. And ang intindi ko, iilan-ilan lang na interviews ang ginawa nila and napakatipid pa nila sa salita. Kasi nga it was a very scandalous matter during the time. Okay? Basahin natin to. Yung huling post ni Daryl. Pepsi and I were Olonga Pones. But more than that, the story has haunted the public consciousness for decades. Actually, ang mali lang naman talaga dito is that there are so many version of this story. And the problem with the many version of the story is that they don't really follow the paper trails. They just follow where the interesting bits are and doon sila gumagawa ng narrative nila. Which is, I believe, hindi tama if you want to look at this story objectively. As filmmaker who started out in social media, I don't choose these stories. They chose me. Social media keeps resurrecting it, raw, unresolved, or like an open wound. Actually, this year naman, wala naman eh, di ba? And even the Guada character na kasama daw ni Pepsi, according to the Betamax King, nag semi-retraction na rin yun if she is asking an apology to kay Bossing, di ba? And when something keeps coming back like that, you realize that it's not a story, it's just a reckoning. I felt a responsibility to confront the truth, to dig the truth, no matter how uncomfortable, and present a way that demands to be seen and felt. Oh. About Sir Vic Soto, ito na! I'm not sure whether to offer an apology for his name being mentioned in the film. The truth, after all, is unapologetic. Pero it's a very libelous statement, yung tawagin mong R-worder si Vic Soto. Kasi nga natapos na kasi yung case, and natagpuan na hindi sila ng R-word kay Pepsi. Hindi pa yon, nag-prescribe na rin yung case. Ibig sabihin, within 20 years dapat kasi yung filing nun eh. So, tapos na rin yun kasi 40 years na yung case. Mas matanda pa yan sa mga karamihan sa nanonood sa inyo ngayon, di ba? So, the point here, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan, is there is no more point in calling Vic Soto and even yung the rest of the TVJ and even Richie DeHorsey to be the R-worders of Mrs. Pepsi Paloma. Kasi it's all done eh. If you follow the paper trail, yun yung masusundan mo. Therefore, if you are not able to realize this truth, kasi yun na yun eh. And may affidavit of desistance and wala naman nag-reopen ng case. And then, it should be there, tapos right there and then. Pero it's still, hanggang ngayon, buhay na buhay pa rin yung mga tinatawag nating urban legends tungkol dito, di ba? As public figure tied to public story, I believe, hindi kasi siya, yes, it's a public story, pero tatandaan nyo, yung public story na yun has a semblance of truth. May katotohanan nang nangyari doon. Meron ng factual basis talaga doon. And the facts are in. Meron bang guilty ng krimen na R-word? Wala. Wala po. Unfortunately, wala po. Or fortunately, wala po. Whichever side you are on. Kung TVJ supporter ka, edi fortunately wala. Kung Pepsi Paloma ka, unfortunately wala. But the fact of the matter is, which side you are on, you have to accept facts. Facts is walang guilty dito. Ano yung storya between them, they will literally carry it to their grave. Okay? So, alam mo yun, and, pero, yes, it's a public story, pero there is semblance of truth doon na sana maintindihan ninyo kapag pinapanood nyo itong pelikula na to. Kasi it would be very unfair for you to alam mo yun, to parang crucify someone for something na hindi niya naman ginawa in relation to the law. Diba? Kasi yun yung basihan natin eh. If ang basihan natin ay feelings natin, edi kahit ano na pwede mong ibintang sa tao. Hindi, diba? Dahil yan yung sinasabi kong mayroong limitation ng freedom of speech. That's the reason why. Okay? As role makers, it isn't to pass judgment or to provoke. It's to tell the story as it happens with honesty, respect for the facts. I trust that those who will watch the film will see it for what it is, an attempt to shed light on the controversy that refuses to be forgotten. Actually, ano na naman to dapat eh, case closed na eh. Kaso, what the internet is doing, because of the urban legends, the Spolarium, the vloggers, and all of these people, they keep on reviving it. Let's be honest here. It's a one and done case. Tapos na siya. Wala na tayong magagawa eh. Kasi wala na yung mga yung alleged na complainant eh. She's dead. Sabi niya nga, yung last words niya according to her families, do not disturb me anymore. Natutulog ako, do not disturb me. Diba? And you know, we should not even disturb this already kasi tapos na siya. Long forgotten na siya in the past. Diba? Of course, kung may nangyari man, hindi na natin malalaman talaga yun eh. Pero it would be unfair to assume na may nangyari even if the documentation is saying otherwise. Diba? Parang walang batas sa Pilipinas nun kung ganun. I respect my fellow artists. I respect the feelers of this industry. Okay? But I respect the most is the truth in my heart. Okay? Your truth in your heart is subjective. Pero the truth in the real world has be tethered to objective facts. And what are objective facts, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan? Look at the paper trail, the correct paper trail, and listen to the people na kasama ni Pepsi Paloma, na mga kaibigan ni Pepsi Paloma. Like sila Sarcy Epanuel, si Coca Nicolas, and then sila Dinky Du, and then yung si Guada, all of these people. kailangan yung makuha yung testimony niya to corroborate the story that there was no R-word na nangyari and that it was a concoction of the talent manager named Dr. Ray. 'Di ba? Yun kasi yung lumalabas na, well, if you base it on the documentary evidence with the testimony corroborating the documents, ang masasabi mo talaga yung narrative na dinoktor lang ni Dr. Ray yung nangyari kay Pepsi Paloma is the correct one. Pero again, it's never gonna stop. Kasi pinag-uusapan na naman natin. But I'm here to debunk, di ba? Yun naman yung ginagawa ko dito. I'm here to debunk what is going on in the internet and this is such a debunkable case. Yun lang naman yung sa akin. Kaya mga lord.